boy, oh man, oh boy, oh man, oh boy, oh man, it's Robot Madness again.
Yeah, it's happening again. Let's adjust. There we go. That's
After 4 months of waiting, we're filming again.
No, not even filming. We're just talking again. We haven't commentated. We filmed this a year ago.
Fights.
Ocean Man versus Double Decker Death. A bus against the Big Vert. You got Killer Crab Silver Star. Battle between two pathetic losers. You got Blip Scorpios. They're alright, I guess. Frostburn Aquatic Disaster. That actually should hopefully be good. Loki's gonna get its butt kicked against Armageddon. And then you have Omnom Red Shield for two robots that we didn't make. They were given for this, I guess. Abomination versus Oh.
Well, those last two fights aren't important. Ocean Man, Double Decker Death. This should be a pretty easy fight for Ocean Man. You know, it lives in the ocean and it's a man, and it's against a bus, and a bus is not in the ocean and not a man.
It's simple. If this fight is happening in the ocean, Ocean Man should win. If it's happening in London, Double Decker Death should win.
And then, you know, we have Killer Crab versus Silver Star, and Killer Crab lives in the ocean, but he's not a man, so that one should be a toss-up. But let's get into Ocean Man versus the funny bus.
And here we go, and the fight begins, and already the bus, it's swinging away. I'll give it credit for that.
Yeah, he's swanging, but Ocean Man attacking with that disc.
Yeah, right now, Ocean Man, the power is a bit weaker from seasons past and stuff, but in the end, it still lands some pretty big shots, and there's a lot of angles and stuff to purchase on this big bus. But you know, the bus, it's able to keep rolling, so it's gonna take a bit of an effort here to deflate them. Ooh,
yeah, and a nice hit there over by that shelf. Ocean Man trying to get as much engagement as it can, and the bus is just kind of swinging around. I don't think he knows what he's doing. He did that before.
He's doing very interesting things. He's trying its best. He's trying to land some shot. Alright. Well, there goes the bus. Ocean Man, kind of expectedly, you know it's a 1 seed. You kind of expect things from this. I don't really know why was this fight even shown. I'm gonna be completely honest. I edited this one maybe it gotta be like half a year ago, and it's just been sitting here ready for us to commentate it, and I don't know why I showed this one, unless there were much worse fights later in the episode, but I don't remember it because it's been a while. But, you know, congrats to Ocean Man. They win against, I think, the second lowest ranked bot in the field.
Hopefully this fight is not a sign of things to come in this episode, because that'd be pretty boring.
That would be quite boring, but we have business tombstones, so, you know, it can only be so not boring, but we'll see. So, Ocean Man, they take care of business. I mean, that was kind of expected from them. They were fighting a bus. But now we have Killer Crab Silver Star. Silver Star's gotta please do something. God, please.
Let's be honest. Nobody expects anything from Silver Star because they suck really bad.
Yeah, but, you know, it's Killer Crab they're fighting, which doesn't have any weapons and is kind of just a box most of the time. So if they want a chance to prove that they can do something, this is the best chance they're going to have to do it, and maybe the last chance to do it, so they should try their best.
Yeah, I think if any time's the time to start winning, it's now, but we're gonna get into this fight, and already Silver Star spinning up and hitting the wall like always.
Ooh, but there's a big shot and actually bent the claw. Ooh!
They're a nice throw across the box from Silver Star.
They're actually chucking them around pretty good, although now they're kind of not moving much.
It's alright, they never move much.
Yeah, but right, and line up. Ooh, another big hurl there, but they really got to be careful. I mean, they're kind of just driving around wonkily all over the place. It seems like they have too much control this time compared to previous where they basically didn't move at all.
Yeah, I don't know why Killer Crab is started this fight without leading with their back. Leading with the claws kind of seemed like a bad idea, taking a lot of damage. And now they're kind of on the back foot for this fight. They should have led with that back and tried to corral Silver Star in the corner like they're doing now.
Yeah, and now they have to really get some engagement in that wedge, but it seems like Silver Star's disc might be out of commission, and now it looks like, Silver Star either getting pinned or they're not moving, and
nah, no way, bro. No.
Oh, why? It was starting so good, too. This is the one time people had hope for Silver Star, fighting literally one of the easier opponents it could have gotten as a 9 seed, and it didn't win. Oh my... Okay. So going over, the Silver Star started this really dang good. They had some very nice shots, actually, especially that one where they basically just took them and the angled teeth did the rest and just threw them across like a ragdoll. And then they lost.
I'm not surprised. Like, this is what's happened to Silver Star since the dawn of the stars. I mean, it's just not good at being good.
It's in its blood to lose, which, you know, okay, I'll give it credit where credit. We've made it quite clear of how bad this robot is before, but dang, the one time you even have hope for this stupid thing, it still finds ways to let you down. And that means we'll have Killer Crab versus Ocean Man in the next round, which, good luck, Killer Crab.
We have 2 celestial bodies from the ocean, so this should go well. They're not celestial bodies. I don't know why I said that.
But next, we have what I'm pretty sure we gotta wait for the thing to scroll so we can double check highlighted. Yep, highlighted fight between Blip and Scorpios. And if I remember, this fight was like 20 seconds, where both robots went and met in the middle of the arena. They danced a little bit, one pushed by Scorpios, and then Blip fell in the pit. I even spoiled it for you. Didn't have, there you go. So Scorpios won. Good job, Scorpios. I don't even remember if they've even been in any previous seasons.
They get a participation award.
Good job, Blip. But now this is actually a fun one. This one I think I've made this segment 1 minute long because it's special. Frostburn is back. Quiz, do you even remember where Frostburn was last from?
Massachusetts.
Season 2.
That was pretty close.
Pretty close. Then you have Aquatic Disaster, another fan bot. This one, a very big, powerful overhead spinner. This should be pretty fun. Seems like a lot of the overhead spinners will kind of be hit or miss if they'll do. You'll either be Cyclone or you'll end up like Warbird last season. But this should be a fun one. 2 massive spinners for the right to fight Scorpios. I don't know if that's...
The right to beat Scorpios.
The right to beat Scorpios, maybe. I don't know. But we'll see how this fight goes, and it's underway. Can the veteran pull off a win against the other water-themed robot in the episode? I'm quite tired, too.
And already they're dancing by that pit. That is not where you want to be if you're a spinner, because spinners fall in there often.
Yeah, very good engagement so far from the big shell. Even if it's kind of sporadic, at least it's staying working so far, getting some nice shots, but Aquatic Disaster is hanging in there as good as they can.
Have you noticed the little fireballs on the side of Frostburn look like meatballs?
They do. And now the shell is also broken.
Oh. Good job, Aquatic Disaster.
Yeah, dang, that was a pretty good attack, and now... Okay. So... You could tell you could tell the sleep levels are really, really low right now. But, you know, good job, Aquatic Disaster. This was like one of the most hyped up fights of the first round, and that's the commentary you're getting from it. Good job, Aquatic. Good job, Aquatic Disaster. They really did quite well there. That was a good shot to knock out the spinner, and got some really great engagement there. Managed to turn this fight on its head pretty quickly after some early hits, and then. I think the chassis fell in the pit, but the shell remained, which, you know, kind of the story of this episode so far. But there you go. So now we have Aquatic Disaster, who that's actually a decent fight with Scorpio. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of a fun one.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Frostburn is dead.
But that's fine. They're normally quite dead. Now we have Loki versus Armageddon.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this fight. I love Armageddon. Armageddon, back in the day, Armageddon used to hoop. Look at Armageddon go. He's crawling, he's going. Look, Loki's trembling, he's scared, he doesn't know what to do. So he's just pushing him around. Oh, he falls over, but Armageddon never... Oh, he died. Never mind.
Congrats to Loki for winning. Armageddon, I don't know why it's a 15 seed and not a 16 seed, but it's there. Omnom Red Shield. So this one, you know, it's another fanbot one, not made by either of... I normally make some of the fanbots. These ones, they gave them to me for this. They gave them to me for this tournament, and it's coming out a year later. Only one of these robots has not been returned. I still have it.
Omnom.
Yeah, I still have Omnom. I have not returned it, and he's never getting it back. Omnom, pretty good grabber, pretty good weaponry. Red Shield, pretty good wedge. This should actually be a pretty interesting one between two pretty simple designs. And we are underway. Camera corrected weirdly there.
Red Shield pushing the Omnom up against the wall with its red shield.
And ooh, it's already losing pieces, which I guess is not a surprise, because magnets. Already some good, that's actually a pretty low wedge so far, and it's already lost both sides, but that's kind of expected. Very, very fast boy is Omnom. I will give it credit there, and it's actually getting some decent attacks in onto Red Shield, but Red Shield is kind of a bit slower and steadier. He goes at the speed he needs to.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what that mouth do on Omnom. I'm interested to see if it's actually able to scoop up Red Shield. It hasn't been able to do anything yet. It's just kind of there for display, but hopefully it can get in on the action.
Hopefully get in some good tender meaty munchies onto Red Shield. The Red Shield, it's doing quite well for what it is, even though it's probably the most basic bot in the competition. The wedge is being pretty effective, and they're doing a pretty good job at keeping Omnom at bay, but they'll have to be careful because one good attack and one good nibble on them could lead to this fight being over pretty quickly, then get them in the pit.
Yeah, definitely. But Omnom has really yet to use that weapon. It makes me wonder if it actually works. And they just... Oh, it looks like they're trying to use it, but it doesn't seem like it's quite that effective. It's not as mobile as you'd like it to be.
It's not omning and not nomming and omning right now. It's getting... I don't know if this is a push, or maybe we have to get an unstick, and yeah, it's an unstick. And there they go back, and now it seems like both of them trying to get some engagement there. Omnom, watch out! Well, Omnom tried their best. Really, did they try? They tried, we'll give them that. Another fight where it kind of just... I don't know, I feel if this was earlier in the day, we'd probably be more energetic.
Probably be much more excited.
But that's fine, you know. In the end, pretty solid fight overall. Both robots, actually, they didn't do too bad. Red Shield, they're gonna have a fight with Loki next, which, you know, Godspeed to them. But in the end, not a bad performance from Red Shield. They've got a pretty low wedge, and it'll be interesting to see what they do next.
Pretty solid. And we're moving on from, this little corner of the bracket. Congrats to Red Shield. Good luck with their date with Loki. They're gonna need it. But yeah, now we move on to the rest of it.
Business Tombstone
versus Business Tombstone.
Talk about Business Tombstone.
These are two of my favorite bots, designed by yours truly. They are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Business Tombstone, the power of 1,000 men, the power of 1,000 bees. Oh man, it's so good. An abomination with the power of the Triceratops and the battery. This is gonna be one hell of a fight.
This is like two titans of different realms fighting it out for superiority. Business Tombstone, I think, was made in 5 minutes as well. Fastest mod in history in terms of build time. Abomination. It's a 3 seed. Alright, big fight, here we go.
Let's go,
Business Tombstone spinning up for its insane debut!
Oh, okay, Business Tombstone.
All the Triceratops is gone, the Vev is gone, it's a box now, and look at the bee on top, it's moving around with it, controlling it like it's a hive mind.
Yeah, this is going well for Business Tombstone. They're spinning around, they're getting attacks in. This is exactly what they want. That spinner is no joke.
That is a surprising... Ooh! And I think that it might have actually killed Abomination. Wakey, wakey, give your bones a shaky. They are not giving any shakies. The Triceratops is gone. The plane is gone. The Vev is gone. I think Abomination...
They're gone.
They are gone. Valiant effort.
Hexagon.
Octagon.
My parents are gone.
Congratulations to Business Tombstone for proving they are quite possibly the strongest spinner in the world.
Yeah, that was actually a really impressive performance by Business Tombstone. You know, they're very classy, very businessy, and they were able to show that off. They were like one of the sharks from the Shark Tank.
Mr. Wonderful, or who's the owner of the map? I don't know. Barbara Corcoran. Is he more of a Mr. Wonderful or Barbara Corcoran?
Who's Barbara Corcoran?
Anyway. We have Ripper versus Loomis Plow is next for the right to take on Business
Why is
Tombstone.
the picture of Business Tombstone sideways?
Because I didn't take it when I took all these other ones, and he ended up kind of long. So the picture is at an angle, which makes sense because imagine it's just gyroing. Now Ripper, Loomis Plow, you have Ripper, who is a very fun flipper, one of the more interesting flippers here, and one of like the 2 flippers we have here. Should be fun against Loomis Plow, good solid, very fast wedge. Gonna come down to ground game here probably, but last fight of the episode, let's see who takes this one. Supposed to
gonna take this one.
Not sure, that's why we're watching and seeing. Although,
Oh, the robots are off.
oh, and look at him go, and that's a good attack there in the back by Loomis Plow. It's very low and pretty fast, but it is going to have to be able to outmaneuver Ripper, which Ripper is pretty good at positioning and has got a really big front there to get all of the flips it needs, so it's going to be an uphill battle for them, but they are actually getting some very nice pushes with that low front, so they can keep it up. They're being in a pretty good position.
Yeah, Ripper not able to position themselves properly, and when they get a chance, they're not able to get Loomis Plow over all the way.
Ooh.
That was a great flip, and of course, proving me wrong right there.
There you go. As soon as we were knocking it, it's already back, and uh-oh, up on the shelf, and we can't see it, but I'm going to assume it's not good things are happening for Loomis Plow right now, but it looks like they might be able to get free in their back, although they're on their head, though, so reduce control, and they're probably going to be struggling quite a bit here.
Yeah, and it looks like those wheels have stopped moving, and Ripper frees them, but actually it looks like they're hung up on that wall.
They're hung up on the back wall. Ripper could Uda them if they want to, but I think they're just going to lay back and take this win and cut it and prepare for Business Tombstone in the next round.
They're gonna need it.
They're going to need a lot of help against Business Tombstone. Oh, and there Loomis Plow gets down right at the end after the count out.
Oh well.
Oh well. Anyway, solid fight there even for both. At a good start for the Plow, where it managed to get a lot of good rams in, but eventually, after it was only a matter of time, I guess, until Ripper was able to finally get the angle it needed, and once it gets the angle it needs, there wasn't much else to write home about here. Just a very solid performance for them against that effort here from the Plow, but they weren't able to really counter it.
Yeah, Ripper definitely needs to be better about its positioning in its future fights if it wants to go on a deep run in this tournament. But once it got it down, once it was able to get Loomis Plow over, it was lights out.
Yeah, solid end there, and that is a very solid victory there for Ripper. And overall, pretty good way for them to freshen up before they get to the next round, because these first rounds can be pretty easy, or a bit easier for these higher seeds, but it's going to get a bit more difficult down the line. So now, quick general overview. Ocean Man versus Killer Crab. Ocean Man probably will end up with a victory there, but Killer Crab is quite durable, so it's not going to be an easy out like it was with Double Decker Death.
Yeah, and then Scorpios versus Aquatic Disaster. Aquatic Disaster did show off it's a pretty powerful spinner, and it used some of Frostburn's speed and power against it. Scorpios didn't impress me that much, so they're going to have to prove some stuff in the next round.
Loki, Red Shield. Sorry, Red Shield. That's a really brutal matchup for them, but that's just kind of how the luck of the draw is, unfortunately.
And then Business Tombstone! Oh my god, Business Tombstone is so good. He's going to the Super Bowl, facing off against Ripper. Say your prayers, Ripper, because you're going to need it, buddy.
Yeah, Business Tombstone and Ripper both really impressive. That might be one of the better fights of the second round. Two very, very well-proven bots so far. But that's the end of this episode. We will see you probably in a week from this. I don't know. I'm releasing this in June, I think.
I don't know, bro.